Whether you're starting flight training or you're about to solo, learning to fly is one of the most exciting adventures anyone can do. But let's be real, it's very easy to make stupid mistakes. I have made so many mistakes flying, it's not even funny. But today, I'm gonna go over the top 5 mistakes that student pilots and very new private pilots make. More importantly, how to avoid making those mistakes, because it's not fun when you make mistakes. And I'm even gonna go into a few mistakes I made. Biggest mistake I've made is in a towered airport. I basically deviated from a instruction. It was my first ever flight after getting my private pilot's license. The tower controlled me to fly the right downwind, and instead I flew the left downwind. Stupid and simple mistake. You wouldn't have thought that I made that mistake, but it's very easy for student pilots and very new private pilots to make mistakes. So we're gonna go through the top 5. That's my personal mistake. I don't think it's on the list because I wrote the script a few days ago, but stay tuned because you don't want to make these mistakes. First mistake that private pilots make is rushing through their pre-flight checklist. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and want to get up in the air as quickly as possible, especially in this Florida heat, because I don't know if y'all know, but it can say it's 90 degrees outside, but on airport ramps, it's way hotter than that. Skipping or speeding through your pre-flight checklist is a very stupid but very common mistake that people have made. I've even made that mistake before too, and I almost took off with a flat tire. Your pre-flight check is your last line of defense before taking off. Take your time, check the fuel, check the oil, make sure everything's clean, make sure everything works. Control surfaces, instruments, GPS is updated, all that stuff. A thorough pre-flight can mean the difference between a smooth flight or an impending emergency. And we don't like emergencies here. I personally don't. Anyways, slow down, follow your checklist, and remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Alrighty, mistake number 2 is over controlling the aircraft. Now, I know you guys watch my live streams and see me go like full left bank, full right bank. We don't do that in planes, even on the simulator. If you guys see me fly GA and you guys see me do a full left deflection, you guys see I practically go inverted. It's a mistake that a lot of new pilots will struggle with, is over controlling the aircraft. It's natural to be nervous during your early lessons or your first flights, but gripping the yoke too tightly or making a big move can actually make your flying less smooth. Think of it as riding a bicycle. It's about small, controlled inputs. I don't think we're going full left when we're going very fast on a bicycle. We just don't do that, because what happens is we do full left, we skid, and we usually fall to the left or the right. It's not flying. Just make gentle adjustments and let the plane fly. You'll notice that your flights are going to be much smoother when you use less aggressive adjustments to your controls. Trust me, that's why I butter my landings, is because I'm like, you see this joystick right here? This is what I do with my landings. Instead of going like that and like jerking around, instead of going like this to like going like very fast, what I do, like pretend this is a diamond stick, I just pull it back slowly. Need more up, pull it back slowly, pull it back slowly, just like that. And that's how I usually butter all my landings. Trust me, finesse is your friend in the cockpit. Why do you think my girlfriend loves me so much?
Hello, Miss Autumn. How are you doing back here?
Mistake number 3, neglecting situational awareness. Now, I have not made this mistake, but I kind of have as well. This is why I kind of made this short about why every pilot should have a sentry. Neglecting situational awareness is a big issue. Like, whenever I get my CFI and I have a student that just will not understand situational awareness, I will make sure that they understand it, because that is the biggest importance about aviation. New pilots often get so focused on the instruments that they forget to scan outside the cockpit. Trust me, I did it when I first started. It's crucial to keep your head on a swivel, especially for looking for other traffic and being aware of changing weather, and always know where you are in relation to the airport and emergency landing spots. A good rule of thumb is to divide your attention between the instruments and the world outside. Even straight and level, just look at your instruments, make sure you're good, look outside, look around. We have a beautiful world. Unless we're in IFR, then yes, have your eyes glued to the instruments. All right, mistake number 4, Poor communication with ATC. Now, I don't know how to describe this one the best way, but when you're new at flying, you're gonna make a ton of mistakes with your radio calls. I still make mistakes with my radio calls, even though I practice them all the time. My biggest recommendation is get on Flight Simulator, go fly VFR, and go pick up flight following a few times. Or go to a towered airport on the game. Well, with VATSIM, of course. New pilots often feel intimidated or unsure when talking to ATC, which then can lead to missed instructions or confusion. ATC is not there to give you pilot deviation. They're there to help you. And trust me, because I have 103 hours right now and I still get nervous talking to Tampa Approach when I'm picking up flight following. It's completely normal to feel nervous when you're flying or when you're talking on the radio. But the key is to keep it simple and professional. Take your time, read back the important details back to ATC, and don't hesitate to ask for a clarification if you're unsure about something. If you guys watched my POV video, and you guys watched it when we were flying back to Clearwater, and you guys saw that I clarified that we were cleared through the Bravo, that could have, if we were not cleared into the Bravo and we flew through it, yeah, that would have not been a fun situation. So it's always a good idea to ask for clarification.
Tampa Approach, Skyhawk 4776 Echo. Just to confirm, you are cleared through the Bravo at 4,500, correct?
476 Echo, affirm, cleared through Tampa Approach Bravo. Thanks for checking.
ATC is there to help you, not trip you up. Alrighty, mistake number 5, neglecting to trim the aircraft. This sounds so stupid to be on the list, but it's such a big thing. It'll save you. Let's talk about trimming the aircraft. One mistake new pilots often make is forgetting to trim it. You might find yourself fighting the controls or feeling like the plane's not balanced. Like you're either just holding it back like, straight and level, or you're like, no, we're pushing out too much. Trimming helps take the pressure off the yoke, allowing you to fly hands off. If you look up poor man's autopilot, that is a perfect example of how the trim works. It also gives you less things to do, so when you're changing frequencies, you don't have to focus so much on pulling back on the yoke if you're in a descending attitude. It makes flying smoother and reduces fatigue. Trust me, once you get used to trimming, you'll wonder how you ever flew without it. So there you have it, the 5 biggest mistakes new pilots make and how to avoid them. Flying is always about learning and improving. Trust me, I'm always learning every single day and also improving every day. Don't get discouraged if you make a few of these mistakes along the way. Trust me, I've made so many fucking mistakes, it's not even funny. Just remember to keep practicing, stay focused, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button please, and also hit the subscribe button because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Also, join the Discord. We literally have groups of pilots and we're trying to get CFIs in there so then we can have ground lessons. Trust me, I'm getting my AGI because I want to start teaching ground lessons in the Discord server. So, I think it's a good idea to join. This is Captain Ethan signing off and I'll go see you guys up in the skies.